So for those who are just joining us, this is OFNC Back to the Root event. And today we are looking at event taking the next step in your studies. We're looking at how you can achieve your academic goals, how you can prepare your first life for life after university, and how you can make yourself competitive in the job market. So, like I've said earlier on, we are joined by two seasoned speakers, Dr. Okpe Oluwa Ayinitaju and Dr. Akanimo Odon. So I'll just kind of dive into having a chat with them. I will ask them questions, and I'm sure you will have opportunity to ask them questions after. So there will be two sessions. So in the first maybe 30 minutes. So I think this evening I would like to start with Dr. Okpe Oluwa Ayinitaju. And that is, Doctor, do you want to just talk us through who you are, how it all started, and how you landed yourself your PhD?
Thank you very much, and good evening, everyone, all our participants and my prof. Good evening, sir, and good evening to Dr. Odion. Thank you for the question. So I'll try to make it as brief as possible. That's me compressing over 30 years of my life into few words. So I will just start with my high school. So I did my high school at Lagos. Then I did my first degree in a private institution, that's Covenant University in Nigeria. So my degree is an engineering course on information communication technology, ICT. And I think that's me going to Covenant University is actually laid a very good foundation for me on everything else that is being built in terms of my value system and how I operate. So finishing from Covenant University, I came over to the UK in 2010 for my master's degree. That's in managing information technology. And then with that, by God's grace, I was able to finish with a distinction. And interestingly, I didn't really think of PhD at that moment. You know how tedious it is finishing MSc degree. But my supervisor then saw potentials in me, and he was able to talk to me about my strengths, which were not even obvious to me at that time. And apart from that, I come from a background. My mom is a professor in a space in zoology. So I come from that background. I've seen the academic setting for a while. Then I furthered my education in PhD in information systems in the same institution. So in a nutshell, that's been my education journey from the high school up till date.
Very, very interesting. You made the whole process look so easy. I just did my first degree, and then I did my master, and then somebody begged me to do PhD. I didn't even want to do it, and then here I am. I just finished PhD.
Honestly,
it's that easy. Thank you, Dr. Ayinitaju. Session of the program. I will just ask Dr. Ayinitaju, what are those things, 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, as many as you want, things that people should start doing tomorrow? Because it's one thing to hear, a lot of great talks like this. It's another thing to actually be able to summarize it into actionable points. I am going to do that tomorrow. What will be your advice to yourself while you were just rounding off your PhD? What would you tell Okpe Oluwa about 10 years ago?
Interesting question. Thank you, Prof. The first thing I would mention is this. I would, we're a working being. Keep developing yourself. And when I say developing yourself is, number one, discover your hidden potentials. You have so much in you. And I'm sure we're so familiar with this saying that the richest place on earth is the graveyard. You have so much with you. Keep discovering yourself. Then furnish your skills. When you discover this, furnish it up, update it. What is it that your community or the world needs? And how can you go out there to fulfill that gap? Don't just hide these things. Don't feel, oh, I don't have enough to offer. You have so much in you to offer. So you just have to push yourself. Don't be afraid to fail once or twice. You reflect and then you learn from the process. That's one. The second thing I want to mention is I want you to be a VAP. We are used to VIP. Oh, very important person. I want you to be a VAP. What do I mean by VAP? A value adding personality. I want you to, any space you get to, what impact can I make? What can I add here? What can I do? I want to add something, So now in that essence is, what are you able to give, no matter how small it is? It could be actually, number one, this family, I don't mind minding their daughter for a couple of hours, or I don't mind picking up their child from school, or this person in my class, this person is a bit shy. I think I can help this person on his confidence level. Be a VAP person, a value-added personality. And then the third thing I would mention is increase your network. Honestly, I went for a conference, and that was where I met a professor. When I went for that conference, I didn't even go to deliver any paper. My goal was to increase my network. I met a professor, exchanged contacts. I was able to pitch myself, go out there. Oh, this is what I am. These are the things. These are the values I'm adding in my current institution during my PhD. For instance, I set up an event on family-friendly PhD for international students, because many people were juggling families. Some couple of colleagues lost their pregnancy during their PhD journey. So those things, rather than keeping quiet on it, I set up an event. We invited the dean, and that was a great impact till tomorrow in that institution. So all of these values I was able to impact, I was able to pitch it. And many times, the way the world works or how life works is, you don't actually add values thinking you want to use it in the future. Is you keep sowing the seed, because you don't know when the opportunity comes, then you're able to sell it. So the next thing is increase your network. You will need that in all space. Keep increasing, meet people, nurture healthy, positive relationships, keep friendships. I'm still learning on how to make phone calls and all of that, but then you can find a way around it. But when I meet with you, I'm genuine. It's all positive vibes, in quotes, if I should give you that. And then the other thing is efficiency. Try to limit wastage. No wastage in terms of time, resources, and so on. Limit wastage. Maximize all your resources. If you have a deadline for an assignment, don't start Netflixing, don't just sit down on social media and be liking all the social Linda, the blogs, all of that. And then lastly, the fifth point, which is the most crucial, especially that has helped me, is God. Honestly, your relationship with God simplifies everything. It just helps you, because the truth is, when you put everything in God's hand, He has already promised that He will direct your steps. You meet the right people, you actually know the opportunities, you actually know the values to add, because by your own self you can't do anything, but your relationship with God just gives you that key to do things appropriately, accurately. And many times I've been accused by my colleagues. They say, Ope, you're too strategic. And honestly, there's no strategy. It's God that is my strategy, So that is the key point with all of this. So those 5 points that I've given in a nutshell. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Dr. Ayintaju. That's excellent.